Right, welcome back to the second part of the ducktail spoiler project. I've got the boot painted and rust proof now. If you haven't seen the earlier video, then check out part one. Right now I'm trying to fit the spoiler with masking tape just to see how it's going to go and what holes need to be drilled and what needs cutting. And being a fiberglass spoiler, it doesn't fit brilliantly. It's going to need some massaging, shall we say. Let's take a look. Okay, I've fitted it with masking tape as best I can, and there's definitely going to need some bending to get it how I want it to fit. I don't think it's supposed to come all the way down the boot line like this, but that's how I want it. So as you can see, it doesn't quite fit and line up like that, and also leaves me with quite a big gap along the body line of the spoiler. But if I was to close this gap, it would actually bring that up the boot lid line, so that's not what I want. I want it to flush fit at the back. So I'm going to fix this side with tape. I've got some super strong Gorilla double-sided tape, and then rivet in the back edge. So hopefully the tape should cause a water barrier which won't let water sort of go down the back of the spoiler there, and then I can always fiberglass and fill it later. Okay, well, it's a good job that I'm going to cover the back end of this with this spoiler, because just by trying to fit it I'm mashing up the paint that I spent ages doing in the last video, so let that be a warning to you. Don't really know how I could have avoided it really, other than you know, taping the paint up, but then I don't know how I'd get the tape out from under it. So long story short is, careful, because as you're fitting it you will start scratching the paintwork underneath it. Anyway, so what I've got now is I've run a line of double-sided Gorilla tape along the lip that is going to be touching the top of the boot, and I think what I might do is line it up, stick down the top edge, and then rivet these holes in. I don't know if that's going to work. This might be an almighty fuck up. I think it will. Okay, having thought about it, I think what I'm going to do is I've measured exactly where the middle of the boot is there, and where this middle rivet hole is there. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to drill a hole there where I want it to go. I'm going to put a rivet through it, and then I might need to get the heat gun out to soften up the fiberglass so that I can stick it down on this side and get it to shape a bit more. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to be one of those just crack on and hope for the best type of jobs, because the more you think about it, the more you change your plans. As for the third brake light, I don't really want to cut the hole for that and then realise that I'm going to have to reposition the spoiler. So if I drill a hole and rivet it and that isn't going to work, I can always drill out the rivet, fill the hole and start again. If I cut a big hole out of this for the third brake light, I'm kind of stuffed if I want to move it. So I'm going to definitely be leaving that, maybe cut it out once it's in position from the back hole, which is obviously going to be a lot more difficult, but at least I'll know that'll be exactly in the right place then. So, right, wish me luck. I'm just going to drill a hole and rivet it. Okay, before I put these last two rivets in, I've now got to somehow lift this up a little bit and get the backing off this double-sided tape off, so I can stick down this part of the spoiler. So yeah, let's have a go. Okay, so it's double-sided tape down. I've got 5 rivets in, pretty sturdy. The perfectionist in me is not very happy, but I keep telling myself drift car, not project car. A little bit of an overhang there, but not too bad, fairly flush. The rear of the boot, which I suppose is the most important because that's what people are going to be seeing the most as I chop them up. This side here, not very flush at all, in fact comes in quite a bit. But it's a fiberglass body part, they never fit properly. But I think taking into account what the rest of the car looks like, is certainly not the worst thing on there. We have got quite a bit of a lip here. Show you, quite a bit of a lip here where the double-sided tape is, but the tape is all the way along, so any water should just sort of run down and through the sides, so I'm not too worried about it from a weather perspective. I don't really like how high it is, but again, if I wanted to be more of a perfectionist than I am, I could smooth this into the boot with some filler and then respray the boot, which I think if I was going to do a proper job, that's probably what I'd do. Is now I'd sand the spoiler, sand down the edges, filler it, and then respray the whole boot all in one go and do a much more proper job. What I'm going to do is drill a hole in the back here through where the brake light goes, and then from the back I'm going to carefully cut out the oval shape of the brake light hole. I'll show you from the back. So basically cut out around this oval shape so that the brake light can be visible out the back of the spoiler. And yeah, obviously I've got to do this really carefully because I don't want to mash up the fiberglass, otherwise then I'll be in trouble. I think I've got that about as neat as I can get it. It's not entirely flush with the back hole, but it looks good, so I'm going to call that bit done. It's pissing down with rain, so I think what I'm going to do is take this inside to dry, go and check out the boot, and hopefully the plastic sheet that I've put over the boot is doing the job, and then crack on again when it's a bit drier. Right, it's so windy out there, hair's all messed up, fiberglass bits blowing everywhere, but anyway, that's job done on that one. Hope you enjoyed watching. Please subscribe for more mods and more content coming soon, and give me a like if you like what I've been doing here. Catch you on the next one.